The place I'm coming from, son, it ain't never been safe. This world is a prison and I'm feeling like an inmate. I'm just trying to get right, some people done been straight. Wanna see a luxury life before my end date.
Social media is a real powerful medium right now for people that's trying to build a brand to use everything from Twitter to Facebook to SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. I would highly suggest anybody that's trying to get into the industry to definitely set up accounts on as many social media networks as possible. From the social media all the way to the internet radio stations, and target the people that you're trying to get to, because in these days, like, it's all about building your brand. And me as a hip-hop artist, like, that's what I'm working on, because I know that it's real powerful. So you got to take that time to go ahead and build your presence online, get your content out there, whether it's music, pictures, just things that you say. Make sure you talk to people, engage with your fans and followers, make sure that they is engaging back with you, and do some real genuine communication. And don't just throw stuff out there. Make sure you actually try to build real relationships, because the more real relationships you build with people, then that just means a stronger connection and a stronger fan base that you build. And so it's worth your time to build them real connections than to just get on people's nerves with content that they don't want. So you only want to give it to people that you know like is wanting it, or to people that you're trying to convince that they should listen to it. But if you're trying to convince them, then you need to give them a reason why before you just try to hit them with the product. That's just a lot of stuff that I've been learning from doing this social media, because I've been doing it since MySpace. Maybe even before that, I was probably trying to do something on the internet. So from all that time, I've seen a lot of artists go from being in the beginning stages to getting major, like, worldwide success, and it had a lot to do with what they was doing on social media. So pay attention to the people that you follow, or people who's doing big things, and watch what they doing online and peep their online strategy, and try to fit what you're doing into that same lane, because eventually you'll see that, like, what they're doing on social media is the reason why they're seeing success and why they're getting more fans, and it's steadily growing, because it's a campaign. It's a strategy that you got to do on a daily basis, and a lot of artists don't got time for that. We spend time in the studio making songs and all that, and we don't got time to be on social media. So either find somebody that you trust that can handle your social media for you, or you're gonna have to learn how to be your own manager, in the sense of keeping track of all your social media and keeping track of all your contacts, all your followers, and email addresses, contact lists. You know, keep in contact with the people that you want to engage with you when you want to buy into your brand or whatever you're doing, because at the end of the day, you're selling yourself. And social media, that's a real powerful way to do it. Some of the artists that I look at, because of my style of music, I look at that too. I'm seeing, like, what they do. I go all the way to the top. So of course, the biggest names, from Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Big Sean, 2 Chainz. I look at the way that they position themselves in front of the audience, because the way that they put themselves in front of the audience, that's the way that I want to put myself in front of my audience one day, once my fan base gets to that level. And my fan base is constantly growing, because I'm starting to put in, like, the right tactics in place. You know, like, before I probably wasn't using all the right strategies, but now I'm kind of lining it up to get to the point I want to be. And what I'm using is basically a blueprint that these people have already set up, because they've already shown you what works. And if you don't try to reinvent the wheel, and you look at what's already working and eliminate anything that's not in that equation, just work with the stuff, just use the stuff that's working. Don't waste your time experimenting with things that successful people aren't doing, because they probably already spent the time doing that stuff and realized it didn't work. So they are purposely doing the right things because they've been through that trial and error. And if you're looking for a shortcut to success, the best way is to look at the successful person, what he's doing, and follow that guideline, because it's working. And most likely they already tried the other things and those didn't work, and they found the right lane to get in order to get where they want to be. And if you want to be in the same arena or the same world that they're in, as far as in the like the same genre of music, or trying to get the same type of fans, then you can look at what they're doing and model your strategies after what they're doing. That way you can eliminate wasting your time doing a lot of stuff that's not proven, or stuff that has been proven to not work. For an independent artist, as far as I know from my research online, every independent artist should have a presence on Facebook, should have a presence on Twitter, you should have a presence on Reverb Nation, you should have a presence on SoundCloud, you should have a presence on iTunes, and that's once you get to selling your music and stuff like that. And as far as that's social media goes, and there's a lot of other social, like, music sites that you can branch into, but if I had to like give you the top 5, I mean, those would be it, and those are probably the most popular ones. And then I would throw Instagram on there too, but I kind of tie Instagram in with Facebook, because everyone ties in Instagram with Facebook, because usually when you upload something to Instagram, it goes straight to Facebook. So if I had to name top 5, those would be it. And there's a lot more, but my advice: create an account on as many social media networks as you can manage. As many of them as you can get on there and keep updated, create them and put your name out there, your music out there, whatever, your content. Not even just music, because it's not even just for artists. This is for anybody that's trying to build a brand. You got to get your brand out there and have people buying into it, and give them a reason why. Create genuine relationships with people online, because that's how you build your presence. You give them good content, something that they can take something out of, and actually be wanting more from you, and that's the reason why they follow, because they get something from your content, whether it's entertainment, comedy, information, whatever it is. You know, make sure you're putting something out there. Give back to the world, and the world will give back to you. Shout out to the world. Let's make some things happen out here. And if you really talking about business, you can always get at me. I'm at Phenom Direct on Twitter. Get at me right away. And my website is PHEENT.com, and that has all my information on there. So however you want to network with me, on an artist level, or you want talk about some studio time, or you want to talk about booking some shows, just go to my site, check out what I do, contact me, and we can make some things happen. I'm all about that business. So anybody that's talking about some big business, you know what I'm saying, you got my ears. That's my language that I speak. I speak big business.
15 seconds on big business. What's going on with that?
Big Business, the original album from Phenom, the first studio album release since Back to the Basics, was dropped in 2012. So you know, like, this is much awaited, it's real, and I'm talking about the business. I'm talking about how I'm locking in the business side of this music, and how we gonna take off, and we gonna form this movement. We gonna put the game on smash. So you gotta download it, get it, pre-order it. Matter of fact, get it before anybody else do. When this comes out, you're gonna know. Follow me on Twitter. I'm out here.
Counting my money in blessings. I'm counting my money in blessings. I'm counting my money in blessings. I'm counting my money in blessings. Hey, this rap game's supposed to be easy. I don't know why y'all stressing. I told you once, I told you twice, but you still don't learn your lesson. We're kings and queens, not peasants. They should bow in our presence. Pay homage and show reverence. No suits, we ain't trying to be presidents. Yeah.